I can't play my begin. Oh yeah. Oh, dope. Dope, dope, dope. Okay. Ah, son of a mother. I'm already going to mess this up. I know it. Okay. I am live and I have live. Oh yeah. That works. And I have live. Thank you for bearing with me while I make sure that I am not having technical problems with audio. Haha. Okay, so let me go to comments. I got my banner up. All right. I am super, super gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna art. I've technically been arting all day, just a different form of art. And so I don't want to negate that, but definitely need to get back to this, something like this. So, this beautiful girl, I penciled her yesterday, and so yeah, let's. Oh yeah, I got to learn. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I gotta hold it down. I'm gonna have to move my keyboard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me move it closer to me. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm just super excited. I actually finally learned how to use it. Me in my head high, get my tears dry. So this is actually penciled. There's no ink on the original yet, but I am going to ink this digitally. I'm going to ink her so that I can add her to my next volume for my coloring books. With troubled past. Oops. We need that to be a little bit bigger. You only say goodbye with words. Yes, I remembered to make sure I was on the correct layer. I have been known to get to like a whole, do a whole section on a piece before I realize, oh, I'm not on the layer I want. Luckily, I've learned to check and double check. I'll probably do it a million times before I'm like really good at this. So, it's just what it is. Hi Joshing. She lose a bet? She looks like she's kind of perturbed at what she's saying. Yeah. The only thing that's really the same about the pose and the image is the expression. It's based on an image, a point of reference I got from G.I. Jane, the movie. And yeah, Demi Moore's. I'm gonna have to rewatch the movie to remember what the hell she's even looking at or why she's looking at it the way she's looking at it. This needs to come down more. Where is my setting? But yeah, she's not happy with whatever it is. But that's kind of the point. She is meant to be a warrior type of character. She's not meant to look happy and girly and go lucky. Someone asks me to do a pinup, and I'm like, well, if I do a pinup, I'm gonna do my kind of pinup. I don't know what kind of pinups y'all do, but my girl ain't gonna look like some of the ones I see other people doing. No comparison, no judgment. But my girl gonna look like she can kick your ass. Like I'm here and kind of growling at it. Did you see the whole piece? I don't know if you. Oh wait, shit. Hold on. Where is it? This is the entire image. G.I. Jane also has pants on in the picture or the scene in the movie. She has pants on. The picture itself actually is on set. So what Demi Moore is looking at, I got no idea. All I do know is I was like, pinup. But yeah, it's a contribution to a book that will be provided to military service persons. So I was like, well, sure, of course I'm going to do one for that. You ask me to do something like that. No question. I got you. But yeah, fuck. Let me just do this in the opposite direction. I can live with that. Sometimes predictive text is like, I don't know. Sometimes I like it because it gives me a different look, perspective than the image itself. Creates a whole different layer of difference in the art. Of course you will, right? Lisa, you know me so well. Yeah, like although, okay, now that I've said all of that, I think I might have even have said this to Josh one time, but like as soon as I say never or I'm not gonna or anytime like my attitude gets like that out of my mouth, it opens the door to a challenge for me. And so now I'm thinking, oh, I might actually have to like challenge myself to do an actual pinup in the way that people are used to seeing them. Of course, I still can't wrap my mind around doing that without it being something I want to do. My most recent one, I did do a Kim Basinger piece. Definitely wouldn't call it a pinup. It looks more like a Patrick Nagel. It was definitely inspired by Patrick Nagel. Predictive text is poopy. You know, you have to know to leave it, like to leave the setting low enough so that it works and does what you want, but also not so high that it gets way distorted. I'd usually turn it off for straight lines, but this has a slight curve, so we will see what happens. Yay, that looks good to me. That looks good to me. This is going to be the first art piece of mine that someone else is going to ink and color. Monday, I'm going to take it and mail it to Rosetta of the Eagle Rider channel. Oops, nope. And she is going to do the inking and coloring on it. And I've seen what this woman can do with colors for clothing and skin tone and all that jazz. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's the first time someone other than me will have their hands on a piece of my art. I think the only other time me and another person's art existed on the same body of work was probably something with my kids. Oh no, that's not true. Oh my God, see? My ex-boyfriend Jason and I did a piece together when we were designing designs for his surfboard. We both sketched on the same sketch. I just totally forgot about that. I still have that somewhere. He was a genius with that kind of design work because he had been riding surfboards his whole life. So he had this thing, like there was just something that he could see. Like he totally, in my opinion, could be one of those people that does murals because he's worked with such big surfaces and surfboards and stuff. And he also did signs, like he would help with the installation of a building's neon sign or their business sign, whatever that was. So this is going to be a challenge to get, and that's fine. I got to tell my head wants me to tell myself that I got to do this in one big movement, right? But yeah, the power of erase. Okay, I'm still on the correct layer. I told you I used trouble. Oh, no. This I am going to want predictive text on. Dude, I fucked that up. It's okay. Anything throws. This is where my love is a rose. Tickets and pickets. Oh, no. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I is trouble. You know that I'm no good. Da-da-da-da. Nice singing. Aw, you're sweet. I had Ty Hunt, who was on our show earlier, had messaged, or not messaged, he had posted this thing on Facebook. He's looking for a singer. And I was joking, but I was kind of serious. I was like, put me with a choir in a church, and I got you, boo. Definitely could see myself singing with a group or with a couple of other people, but I don't think about soloist singing. Although I did do some vocals for my next spoken word music album, and I sang one of the vocals for one of my poems. Whether it'll make it on the album or not is still TBD. It's still TBD. But I wanted to kind of hear it and see what it sounded like, kind of thing. Should be interesting when I get around to producing it. Like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm not known for being the kind of woman that does what she's talking about in this song, but I definitely can relate to the part about, and Josh would think this is funny, I can relate to the part about how I give guys warnings and tell them stuff up front, like, oh, by the way, I might be like ending this relationship right this minute by telling you this, but this is what you're in for, buddy. I can relate to that part where she's all, I'm no good. I don't know why you're shocked. It just cracks me up when I think about it. Oh, okay, so this is Will You Still Love Me? It's her cover of the song Will You Still Love Me? Oh, it's so good. It's very rare I find anyone doing any kind of a cover that I actually like, because I'm kind of biased to the originals of the songs. But this cover is actually pretty good. Tonight's your mine completely. You give your love so sweetly tonight. Some covers can be pretty sweet. Yeah, we were talking about that when Rich was during one of his streams. The subject of covers came up, and yeah, most of the time I'm like, yeah, whatever, and I don't have much to say about covers. But then every once in a while, one will come along that I love or that I like, and then most of the time they come along and I go, you really should just not have done this. And it's against popular opinion. I haven't met anyone else that dislikes it, but I cannot stand the Disturbed cover of Sounds of Silence. Absolutely not my thing. Totally useless cover. Shouldn't exist. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. tomorrow. You're only one. So I was doing stuff with my XP pen, and then I finally sat down and like, okay, enough of this guesswork bullshit. And I got the manual out on my computer, and I went to their website and downloaded the driver for the settings stuff in the pen. And I took the time to actually come in here and set up the hotkeys to things, familiarize myself with what things meant, watched a few tutorials on some stuff, and definitely did not didn't come out of it as an XP expert or anything. I like Disturbed's Genesis cover. Great. I'm gonna have to go listen to that now. I don't think I've ever heard it. I'm trying to think of what Genesis is. I know, isn't that a band? Genesis. Is that a song? Why am I thinking that that's a band? Phil Collins, maybe? Is that Genesis? Is that a Genesis? I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to look that up. I like music, so. We had another rapper on the Spotlight show tonight. It's a band. Yeah, I spent most of my day, and Lisa knows, she was there, spent most of my day prepping for the show. So I feel like I kind of came up for air finally. And then she's so cute. I was telling her, I haven't arted today. I need to go art. And she's like, yeah, you have, Mind you, I'm saying this after producing a couple videos, prepping the show, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I did. To me, it's art. And I know Joshua knows exactly what that's like when you're doing all that podcast work, but it didn't feel like art. It didn't feel like art. Now I feel like I'm arting. I know it. Oh, I want it to look like the other one. This is one of the things I do like about digital. So I didn't like how this curly thing came out. So I know, see, no. Okay, I'm going to start it at the end. Shoot. I see what I'm doing. That is so weird. It's like right there, but my brain isn't getting it right. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Okay, hold on. No. Let me do this part first. Okay, I can live with that. All of the arting, different art. Yeah, that's part of why I can actually not get, like, never say never, but I've never been burned out by my art. Of course, I've only been doing it full time for a couple weeks, but that's probably partially why. But the other part of it is that if one gets to me, I can switch from the poetry to the painting to the sketching. Even sketching with pencil as opposed to paint feels very, very different and has a different effect. But I do know, like, the one that I Jones for, like an addict wanting her next hit is paint. And canvas painting, but particularly painting on canvas. Man, that'll get me jonesing for it hard. I'll be like, I need to paint. Like when I worked on the clown funny girl the other day, it's exactly how I was feeling. And I look at her now and I know, I'm fairly certain she is done. And I'm just waiting for an opportune time to spray her with the finishing gloss that I use. I'll probably do that Monday. I usually make sure I don't do it in my room. I mean, I do it in the garage. It doesn't disturb anybody, but even though I'm in the garage, you can still smell it. And so I try not to do that when the roommates are here watching movies and stuff, because even a little bit of that for some people can be too much. And so I try to be respectful. So I'll probably spray it on Monday when they're not around. She is singing a song with the F word in it. I couldn't sing along. Got to nothing. I don't know the words to this song, but I wish I did. I think I know the chorus. Amy, sad loss. Speaking of music, right? I bet you're the best roommate ever. Aw. I would say I used to be. I don't do anywhere near as much stuff as I used to. My oldest boy went to college, and my youngest is so much football stuff going on. I used to cook 2 or 3 times a week for the entire house for all 4 of my guys, and we haven't had family dinner in a while. I know I miss it. That is another form of art that when I get into the mode, and I usually when the weather starts cooling off, and I know Lisa knows what it's like here hot wise, when the weather starts cooling off here, I start cooking more. I definitely start cooking more. I get all kinds of stuff. I think it was last year I taught myself how to make tiramisu. That was amazing. That was just amazing. Fight it anymore. I switched to a playlist where I know the words. Happens all the time. I think she'll be fun for someone to color. I think I have about 5 pages for volume 2 ready. Do without, I just need you now. Baking and eating. Tiramisu is good shit. Yeah, it's so good. And I found a few ways that I like I not only made it, but then I also made, I think I made a hazelnut flavored one. Because that's the first time I ever make something I've never made before, I'll follow a recipe. And then the artist will show up to the conversation, because especially with baking, once I figure out the basic science, I can start manipulating it. But I won't try that. I won't until I've at least played with the recipe and I know what to expect. I do the same thing with cookies. And I will say, no matter what recipe of cookies I have ever made in the last probably 10 years or so, if it calls for brown sugar, I'm using brown sugar. Sure. Until you've done it a few times, right? Makes sense. Yeah, it is. It's a must. It's chemistry, man. And I still I won't mess with the flour, sugar. What is it? The flour, the sugar, the baking powder, or soda. Those are like the key ones. But like when it comes to the rest, if you want to use spice, if you want to use a few things So what I was going to say about cookies that require brown sugar or light brown sugar or dark or whatever, most of them, if you take a tablespoon of molasses and add it to the recipe, you will literally take that recipe from good or great or whatever to people going, what the fuck is this? This is sorcery. This is pure deliciousness. Molasses will absolutely, and you can't even taste it really. You only need like a tablespoon. That is the key ingredient to almost every cookie I could ever imagine. If it's a dark cookie that requires any brown sugar, I wouldn't put it in a sugar cookie, but I'm not making chocolate chip cookies without a thing of molasses in it. I'm just saying. It makes them so yummy. Don't put too much though. Just a tablespoon. That's like maybe per batch. I'm like my dad. I can't make anything without adding my own extra ingredients, right? The other secret like spice that I use in a lot of stuff that's not called for sometimes is ginger. I will put ginger in my French toast mix. And holy mother of God, it's so much better. So much better. Or you can put it in the pancake batter. That's good too. And ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory. So if you're someone who deals with any kind of aches or pains or body stuff, it's a good one to incorporate into your diet somehow. Whether it's in the cookie or it doesn't dissolve well. It doesn't dissolve well even in hot beverages or something, hot whatever. It's not a great dissolver, but you put it in a cookie or you put it in your eggs, whatever. It's perfect. I sometimes put pumpkin spice in my friend. Yeah, pumpkin spice, nutmeg, allspice. Ooh, the apple pie spice, the spice you get that's specifically supposed to be for apple pie, which I think is a waste of whatever. Like I'll just buy all the different ones. I have all the different ones. I don't know why I need a special one that actually says pumpkin or says whatever. Not pumpkin, sorry. I meant apple. But that's good in your French toast too. Oh, and the other thing to make your French toast totally different and unique is the different kinds of extract you can use. You can get the pumpkin extract, you can get all the different flavored extracts and use that instead of vanilla. And you can't really make French toast without vanilla extract in it. I mean, you can, but I'm just saying it's better with it. Dried ginger candy is awesome, yeah. And ginger, not only is ginger a natural anti-inflammatory, it also clears the palate from other flavors. It's why the ginger is usually on those Japanese and some of the other Asian dish plates when you go to restaurants. And then ginger's also, it's good to settle the stomach if you have an upset tummy. If you just take ginger. Oh, I know. So powdered ginger doesn't dissolve very well, as I was saying, but you can buy those like hard candies that are ginger. I'm trying to remember where I found some one time. You melt those in hot water, like make it into a tea kind of thing. And that is a super good tummy settler. It'll totally help settle your tummy. If you haven't, peppermint does the same thing. I'm trying to decide. Oh yeah, I kind of like this. Sometimes when I'm trying to decide between making something look like it's supposed to look in the real world and doing what I see in my head, I literally can hear Bob Ross talking to me going, "It's your canvas. Do what you want." They have them at Ross Marshall's, TJ Maxx all the time. Yeah, ginger hard candies. Keep some of those around for people with an upset tummy. Those and peppermint. Regular peppermint. Not the spearmint's okay. Like spearmint's all right. It'll help, but nothing is really. Peppermint is my go-to more than anything for an upset tummy, even more so than the ginger. But they all work. No, don't like it. That's perfect. That boob was perfect. Will it make it easy on you now? Oops, let me turn that off. There's warm in the eve, in the night, when love, we get to share it. Leave you, baby, but don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? A bad taste in your mouth. I use the space bar to do this zooming and rotating and all that jazz. And I sit here and I ask myself, how the hell did I go 2 weeks without taking the time to go learn that technique on the internet? Because that's a lot easier, man. It's a lot easier, dude. I literally was sitting here clicking on it every time before, and I don't know what I was thinking. Why the hell was I doing it that way? I just don't know. I just don't know. Stubborn. Stubborn. I love when a guy says, I'm stubborn, like talking about himself, and I'm like, bro, you got no idea. So, show you what stubborn looks like. Come here to play Jesus. Let me just zoom out. Here we go. Give me nothing, now it's all I've got. We're one, but we're not the same. We hurt each other and we do it again. You say love is a tempo. There we go. It's amazing how literally probably like the space of, I don't even know how tiny that would be considered, micro something, and I can see it and I don't like it, and I can see that. It's so crazy to me. You do what you should with each other, sisters, brothers. Oops. Nope. Oh, I love it. It's always a good sign when I look at my art and go, I love it. Like one of my clown painting, I'm pretty sure she's done because I looked at her the other day. I'm like, I love you. And I start talking to it like random, like I'm talking to some random, that random love way that you tell your partner when you just see them because it's habit or a mood strikes you or whatever. It's a good sign for me to know a piece is done. That's why I call them labors of love. Light my circuit, start a flame. Hey Lisa, I don't know if you're still there, but I've been meaning to ask you if you ever heard of steam-powered giraffe. Want to live. Every time I hear this song and it comes up in my playlist, I say, damn it, I keep meaning to ask her and I keep forgetting. I don't like that at all. There we go. Set me free. Mine. Honey bee. Didn't have to smile at me. Your grin's the sweetest that I've ever seen, but you did. Yes, you did. You didn't have to offer your hand. And since I kissed it, I am at your command. But you did. Oh, turpentine, erase me home. Want to live my life alone. Waiting for you all my life. Set me free, divine honey bee. Oops. No goodbye, 'twas nice to know you. How I find myself without you, that I'll never know. But what do I know? I let myself go. Honey bee. Hello, goodbye, 'twas nice to know you. How I find myself without you, that I'll never know. I let myself go. Hello, goodbye, turned rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy, but what do I know? I let myself go. Goodbye. I'm rather crazy, and I never thought I was crazy. Generous ways, the usual place. When there's no escape to leave a woman, you've got to know how to strong get weak. Memories get slave to love. Oh no, slave to love. Da, 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 da. Whoa. Like, nope. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. No. Oh, we must move our leg. Ow, ow, ow. I'm so glad y'all can't see me. I also finally set up my, oh no. I set up my whole station with this, motherfucker. Excuse my French. Why is this part have her boob so difficult? Oh, there we go. Let's try this. I set up the XP pin in the same position that I would be in if I were painting. And I can already tell you that this was a good idea. It's all good. Move thy leg. Yeah, I was like, sometimes it's my back. Like I cleared out part of my area to get my yoga area cleared. It literally has been full of art stuff on the floor, and I got some of it cleared today. I'm gonna do more of it tomorrow because I need to start practicing it again, because don't mind working from a bed. I wouldn't work at a table or a desk anyway to do this, but I definitely need to get to stretching more than I have been, for sure. Good thing is your body maintains, once you've been a yogi for a while, it maintains that skill. I've been a Gumby for a long time. So flexibility is totally key for me, but I definitely need more stretching. And it doesn't have a pain, I just get sore. Not sore, actually. It's not even sore. It's like this weird, uncomfortable kind of thing, like where you gotta move it. And I end up squirming instead of sitting in one space for a while. Usually I can sit for a long time and not even bother moving. Okay, what do I want to do first? So yeah, one of the things I totally dig about digital is I can add things to designs and stuff like this that's not in the original, and it becomes unique. I think I've said that already, but it's definitely one of my unexpected favorite things about some of the digital exposure I've had. And I, mind you, was the girl who said I would never use digital, so I'm just saying it's a big deal. At my spot about 8, she gives me 2 hours to get my shit straight. I in my place around 6. It's almost time to see her, almost time to get my fix. Just can't wait to see my baby's face. She's not like all those others on a paper chase. She's the kind of girl that you want to stay true to. With your infidelity, I found someone who really deserves me, and he's all I need. How could you do this to me? Get it, BRB. Need to do a quick test. No problem. I hadn't known you treat me this way. Oh, I love having company. So, yes, pretty please do what you got to do. I'm excited. I would totally sit here in silence. I really would, but I dig it when I got company, man. And you've been trying to run down whatever girl you see. Okay, I'm going to try to do this in one swoop. Let's see if I get it. Do what you used to. Yay! We're deceiving me. With your infidelity, I found someone who really deserves me, and he's all I need. Do what you used to. Boy, you thought you were uploading my first ever live. Ooh, that's badass. Yeah, I uploaded that one audio part from one of our shows as a just kind of to see what it was like, kind of thing. I seriously doubt I'm ever gonna go there. I'm gonna just skip it. I'd be like, just go watch all the videos on YouTube. I'm good. I'm good. Although the spoken word person in me in my head, you know, being a spoken word poetry person in Apple and Spotify and all that jazz, thinks, oh, I should add to my list of whatevers. And I'm like, I don't know. TBD. Maybe when I figure out what I'm going to do next, day job wise. We shall see. No rush. I have like 3 weeks before I have to really panic. The band Zoo did a cool interview and they performed a song. I remember that and I missed it. And it was at football or was my show on? I remember that. And I remember not being able to see it. That's all going to change after October because I don't do my shows. I don't do any of my spotlight shows during November or December. I say that like I've been doing this for years, but no. I don't work on Halloween, so there will be no spotlights on that Sunday, and I will be doing no spotlight shows after the end of the month of October. I will be done for the year, and you can see me next year. Nothing can take away these blues. Oh, for a second there, I thought I was on the wrong layer. I was like, oh my god. I'll be doing this until I can't. I'm making booze. That's my next day job. Nice! What kind of booze? The alcoholic in me asks, even though I'm sober and I don't drink. What kind of booze? We must know. Doesn't mean I don't get interested. It's so funny, Rich talks about Guinness and I'm like, I get mad. I'm like, shush. It's funny, 10 years sober, Zero interest in any alcoholic beverage. Like, it doesn't faze me. I hear Guinness, see Guinness, think Guinness, and I'm like, fuck. uh, and that is definitely one of those things I humbly will admit, because the day that you hear me say that Guinness isn't a temptation for me is probably the day I'm in fucking trouble and I'm probably going to drink. Then you could probably worry. But otherwise, yeah, I'm good. But it is the one. It's the one where I'm like, truly legit, don't think I should ever go to Ireland. Like, it is the only place I can imagine ever wanting to go outside of the US. It really is. It's Ireland. But now I'm like, I don't know. I can resist a Guinness here, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can resist a Guinness in Ireland. I'll be like, can I keep my U.S. sobriety date if I go to we make it in Canada? Oh man, Guinness is just, it's like it's not even really like it's an alcoholic beverage. I mean, I know there's alcohol in it, but it's an experience. It's like, it's just not the same. I don't care. Any beer drinker out there, you can talk all kinds of shit and smack you want. It is not the same as drinking a Guinness. Sorry. You just won't convince me of that. And it's not the Irish in me, although a little bit of it is a bias, but it really legit, it's just that kind of flavor. You can't compare it. You just can't. Whoa. Door to door I'll be making different booze for the month of November. I start selling it door to door first. Probably mention something. Ooh, excellent. What's his name? Rodney Dangerfield was a door to door salesman for a lot of his life before he went back to stand up. After he retired and he was able to spend more time out of the house and stuff. He had taken time off from stand-up when he was younger to raise his kids and be a family man, and went back to it and made it big as a 50-plus-year-old person. And this is why I don't stress on whether I'm going to be playing or performing on a stand-up stage anytime soon. As long as I'm breathing, there's still a chance for me to go back. His story had a lot to do with why I was able to step away from the stage, but still write and continue creating the comedy, but I don't necessarily get to perform it again yet. We shall see. And right now, with the state of the affairs of the world, it's just, why even bother? Let your life pass you by. I like that. Make the world. Do it outdoors. I was making something. I know you're going to love it. I'm posting it right now. Ooh, do it outdoors. Make the world your stage. Yeah. Lisa, man, I was thinking, speaking of art, even though we're talking about booze and there are some outdoor stuff coming up. And what I know. Instead of that, for now, I'm going to, when I'm done with this, when this haiku series campaign thing is over and I get that off my plate and then I get this next book out, the order of business after that is to more formally get the written comedy scripts down for the comic book, for the actual romance comic. So that's on the plate, and that is actually a bigger thing in my head to do than going back to the stage. The other thing is not just the scripts for the comedy book, but also the oh shit, I forgot what I was getting this. What was it? Oh, the sitcom pilot and a few short films. After I had Glenn Fleming on my show, I got out my sitcom stuff and I got out this other little short film script that I have. And I am going to find some, maybe Lisa will know some, but I'm going to find some local people that would be willing to, similar to what I did when I did my other short film. I just found other actors and actresses that wanted some stuff on their reel or on their IMDb. You can pretty much do just about anything you want without having to pay any money for it. You find the right talents that want stuff on their resume. That's how I did my my short film, The Closet. I started it with a team of one, aka me. And by the time we were done and produced it and submitted it to the 48-hour film project, we had 15 people on our team, and not a single person on that team got paid. And I don't plan on working for free, but I will create stuff like that for free. Just to have it for posterity. 100%. And one of my short films that I have in mind, oh my God, I can't wait to find the right couple for it. It's part comedy, part romance. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun. When I transfer out and do the stuff I need to do with my 401k, I'm probably going to invest in a video camera. I can help find some. I have indie actor friends, right? I'm not paying them though, Lisa. I missed the San Diego Reader ad days, man. If I wanted to put together, when I did my improv thing, I just put a team of comics showing up at a venue on a Saturday morning doing improv every Saturday. It's how we wrote my sitcom. Wrote my sitcom. And only one of them asked for, because I offered it to all of them, and I only have one of the guys who actually will get co-writer credit on it. Everybody else was like, yeah, no, just put that I acted. Just put my name somewhere. And they're like, yeah, I don't need that. I'm just standing here doing the comedy. But my other one comic friend, and technically the stuff that was off script, honestly, most of it was him. So what do you think of my world domination booze plan? Man, is that going to factor into you being able to travel around and do your interviews, Josh? We will find some to volunteer. Absolutely. In my experience, Lisa, we won't have any trouble with that. I could probably put it on Facebook tomorrow, but I'm not ready to go film it yet. And I'm going to wait until like I said, I got other fish in my thing right now. And then I don't like to do stuff ill prepared. And so, like I said, I will make sure my ducks are in order in the ways that it needs to be for me to do something like that. One of which is, like I said, I might get a video camera, haven't decided. Definitely getting an external hard drive. I pay for OneDrive and I pay for Google Drive, so I got tons of storage space. But if I get into producing the short films that I want to produce and build up my short film stuff, and I belong to a website for filmmakers, for female filmmakers. And there's a couple of annual competitions and festivals and stuff that I want to submit stuff for, but I'm going to need an external hard drive for that. 3 externals, right, girl? Phew, I'm gonna come to you and ask for your opinion when I could have the money to invest in one. What the fuck? Oh, I have officially lost my place. Where am I at our booby? Did you see? Watch, you guys. I took a picture with a ruler next to her because visually it was super, super helpful for me. Oh, I have a whole piece over here I didn't ink. Oh, man. Probably. Okay, that's probably his answer to me asking about travel with the boost thing. Well, because, what about the estates? Or coming to the estate or coming to the States? Is that part of the boost world domination plan? Is that going to allow you to come here? Because if it does, then, you come to San Diego when I'm doing the whole like short film, whatever nonsense. I just called it nonsense. If I'm even up and running for that, I'll be like, hey, Josh, would you like to be in my little short film? I got dual. Yep, that's excellent. Yeah. All right. I am so not even tackling that arm because I'm not a fan of it. I don't want to tackle any of the rest of her. I'm just kidding. I will. How long have I been on? Ooh, an hour. Totally would, right? Yeah, I got into it. So I was doing stand-up, wrote the sitcom pilot, and then it's like, I have a feeling this needs more or something. And it's funny. Sometimes I know both of you have probably heard me say this. Sometimes I say I've never collaborated on art or whatever, but that is so not even true, because that sitcom pilot collaboration with other comics and actors and stuff, 100%. But that was also had a lot to do, and as a writer, Josh will probably relate to this. It had a lot to do with why I also was able to leave the stage and stop doing stand-up in person, because producing that and being behind the camera, because I didn't act in it. I helped with the lines and the dialogue and the improv, but I was not one of the actresses. I got no interest in that. I mean, if I have to, I have to. But can I? Sure. But no. My place is behind the camera. I'm all about directing and producing and writing. Might be about perfect timing. Timing wise, that's probably right around the time. Yeah. Because that is definitely, I do know I want to get at least one of them done during the winter months when I'm not doing any of my spotlight shows. So definitely, because there's a few, they're more like two are short films. One is a commercial. I'm going to do a commercial that I wrote. And then what was the other thing? The other thing is just mostly like singular video footage stuff that I want to do for a couple of narrative poetry pieces. I love using Pexels. I love supporting the videographers that are on that site. That's part of why I use it. Yeah, I could totally probably go out and produce some of my own videos for my spoken word poetry, but I kind of like the fact that when I'm on Pexels and I take down a video or download a video or whatever, I usually do that when I can support the artist and send them a couple bucks for the 1 minute footage or whatever it is. And that's part of why, like, I don't mind using. I mean, I want to get to a point where I'm using my own film, though. So some of the stuff I'm going to do, film-wise, videography-wise, is going to be for poetry stuff. Whoa. Se termosti käsikö chattesi tänne vinst. Maitani. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, singing his life like a monstrosity. You may let me go, we still no. Yeah, I want that to feel on start for me. I can live with that for now. I might come back and clean up and do more touch-up stuff to that hand. Whoa, no. Oh yes, oh yes. Mm-hmm. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. New episode is up on the podcast, Josh. Because I try. I wish I could do more listening to them, but it's so hard to get my head wrapped around it when I'm after I've been doing whatever I've been doing. I'm like, I meant to cause you any trouble, sorrow. I meant to cause you any pain. Purple rain, purple rain. How odd. Let me try that. Oops. Come on. There we go. Much better. Friendship had to end. Oh my God. Speaking of, not that we were, but let's see. All good. Each version of the show is different for audiences. Yeah. I love that about the way that your guests are not all the same and stuff. I was thinking about, oh my God, what was I even just thinking? Oh, Today was a good day. I got to remember today, not the 11th, but the 10th. I wrote so many stand-up jokes today. I was a shit post and ratchet stand-up comic today. I posted some gnarly stuff. And I'm probably like, someone out there, I guarantee you, someone out there unfollowed me. And I'm like, I hope so. That still is probably the most telltale way I can tell I've written a good joke is someone has unfollowed me over it. Usually works every time. I'm like, oh, you don't. It's usually someone who's not paying attention to me. Anyway, I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. The loss in you unfollowing me, you sweet soul. But yeah, I had one of those days. What the hell that mark is? Is that even part of the hand? What the hell did I do there? Let me try that. Gotta work on some writing before I sleep. Truth tends to block. That's okay. I'm getting blocked more with some of my God. I hear you, man. I good luck and on the writing and get you that's rad. I was when I'm done with this, after I am offline and I lay back in the bed and stuff, I have some story panel pages to finish, and other than that, I'll be going to bed. Holy shit, it's 12:30. Oh man. That's okay. I'm almost done. Whoa. Gotta go. Before I go, you rock. Keep doing and creating beautiful things. Yep, I got some Alice to write laters. I always stay up too late on Friday nights when I have to get up early Saturday. Girl, I can relate. Yeah. I'm okay though. Like I know I'm gonna be up early and I will be fine because I will be on with Sean How. I'll be on with one of the art masters from my art show, and then I will transition to. Ooh, I could save. I'll probably do those story panel pages while you're on tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save them for that. That'd be perfect. I'll have you while I'm working on those story panel pages. Oh, the only thing sometimes when I forget that I'm using the keyboard like I'm supposed to, and then I forget. Whereas before, I would just click off and I wouldn't have to worry about it. Now, Mood demands. Love is a battlefield. Oh, Lisa, I don't know if that's you that's still watching, but if not, I'll ask you tomorrow in chat. But I was asking if you knew Steam Powered Giraffe. I don't think I've ever gotten. I know you do other things when you're watching, so you probably didn't hear me. Oh, shit. She's done. Boom. Are you willing victim? It's a card that made it weren't all that pretty. And then, what the hell? How did I get a dot? That's so weird. I must have pressed down accidentally or something. I dig it. I dig it. I dig her. I dig her, y'all. Woohoo! Oh, 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 come here. Come here, girl. Oops, no. I thought that we were fine. Oh, we had everything. Just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough. Her her crown thing reminds me of Musical Notes. That's so cool. Oh. All right. One. Wait for it. Oh, see? We love her. We love her. We really, really love her. I'm just saying. You just come clean. Just give me a reason. Just a little bit's enough. Just a second, we're not broken. Just spent and we. Oh, yeah, I love her. Okay. Okay. We go File, Save As. Oops. Change that to JPEG. Save. Large. Alrighty. We are done. Very done. Thank you to all of the peoples that joined in, and to Josh and Lisa who were here and said hellos. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Let me make sure to. I think for some reason. No? Okay. I'm fairly certain I got everything. I'm watching you on 2 profiles. That's rad. I'm so glad she was sweet enough to comment from Facebook. I'm trying to finish up the building stuff I want to do for my Twitch channel. So I think I'm like 12 followers away from what I want to do next with my Twitch. So if you get to this point and you watch it, or you're watching for later, definitely, if you're a Twitch user, give me a follow on Twitch. Otherwise, again, thank you all for coming, and have a great night or morning in this case.